Corey Kluber is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Cleveland. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA of just under 3.5. He's thrown some great ball games in his career. He's thrown some real clunkers. Hopefully, for his sake, he throws well in this one.
Sean White makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Second baseman, Sean White.
And underway on the south side as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon, 2-0 now.
And even just 2 pitches into our afternoon, already we're getting the sense that he's going to call a pretty tight strike zone.
And here's a ball hit in the air, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Striding into the box, Darryl Jennings. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. You have to figure that sinker is going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
No question about it. Obviously, it's his ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter, you're going to need to make him bring that pitch up a bit.
Kluber gets the sign. Here's the 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Batting third, first baseman,
Russell Margowski is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. Just getting started here on the south side in this one. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Got a piece. It's 2-2. Still 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Brian Rienzi would be next. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a little blooper to center. Almonte moving in, and that retires the side. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. And now the Indians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. Richard Aiken, a right-hander from the state of Iowa, gets the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, EK?
Remember, Matty, he's just basically your 3-pitch pitcher. Not going to overwhelm you with a bunch of different pitches, but still good enough stuff to give you problems.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Tapper up the line. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
batting second.
Into the box, Francisco Lindor, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. And he'll just take the out at first here, which is a little surprising considering he had a good shot at 2. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, guys, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. I think he does a great job of taking what's given to him. Never tries to do too much. Knows how to extend an at-bat and get the pitch he's looking for.
A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 home. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Rienzi comes up with it on to first, and there are 2 down. And he is in there. The tag at third, and they got him. A double play, and very quickly here, the side is retired. Brian Rienzi makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. This is skied out to deep center field. Almonte racing back. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
Right fielder, Carlos
Kluber sets his sights. Here comes the first pitch. Carlos Guillen comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Hot shot on the ground is short. To his left, Lindor. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
designated hitter.
Settling in now, David Iwamura, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Batting seventh, third
Oliver
baseman,
Bordick set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Carlos Santana strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Carlos Santana.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side. And they will tag him out between first and second.
Batting fifth, catcher
Yan Gomes stands in for the first time. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Crenshaw has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
batting sixth,
Lonnie Chisenhall gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Jose Ramirez will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Ramirez.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Maine corrals it. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Mike Napoli set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Hit hard to the right side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Back at U.S. Cellular on the south side as you get a nice look at the Chicago skyline from above the shores of Lake Michigan. Jose Ramirez will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Jose Ramirez.
Michael Maine started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1.
Catcher
And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
batting ninth,
Lucky for him, he's able to turn into this one a bit. You see it comes and gets him right in that upper arm area. Now, that'll hurt, but a lot less than if it were the elbow or the forearm.
Standing in now, Craig Crenshaw, and a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And after that head scratcher, everybody's going to be safe.
now batting second baseman,
Sean White will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball two.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
To 2-2 now. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. I'll tell you, he's already hit one guy. He is not afraid to work inside.
No, and as much as I hate to say it, pitchers have just as much right to the inside part of the plate as you do.
Darrell Jennings is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the runner from second is in to score. And he is in there. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Kluber pauses. Here's the first pitch. Russell Margowski is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. In to score is the runner from third. And he will make it all the way around the bases. It's an inside the park two-run home run.
Brian Rienzi.
Brian Rienzi is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Breaking pitch is swung on and hit fouled over to the right side. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
If he wants to turn things around, that's a pitch that he's going to need to start locating better.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Right fielder, Carlos Guillen.
Carlos Guillen stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
His pitch count has really spiked here in the inning. He's up over 50 already.
Bases are empty, one man out. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, designated hitter
David Iwamura is at the plate now as he looks at strike one.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Hit hard to short. Lindor is there. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
And when things are going well, these are the little things that just seem to start going your way. Nothing too amazing here, but this winds up an infield single, and the breaks just keep going their way.
Into the box now, Oliver Bordick, as Kluber's able to get ahead of him here with strike one. Time to play pitching coach. What's he doing wrong?
It's more of a question of what's he doing right. It ain't much.
Again to third. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Rubber Ducks lead it 5-0. Leading off the inning, Juan Uribe, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one. opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this is a fair ball as it'll make its way toward the 335 sign.
Batting ninth.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly, and that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
Into the box, Abraham Almonte, as this is swung on and chopped over to first. And they'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all. Rajay Davis stands in.
20, Rajay Davis.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. 3 innings complete. The Rubber Ducks lead this one 5-0. Michael Maine will come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
And another hard-hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Craig Crenshaw steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Surprised that the bullpen hasn't swung into action yet?
Yeah, you know, now that you mention it, I think I'd at least get a couple guys up there scurrying around down there, or thinking about ordering a pizza or something.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. No one out with a runner at second. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Now batting, second baseman.
Now to the plate, Sean White. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. 1 out and a runner on second base. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close, and now he's in a big hole.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Way outside. 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Darrell Jennings will step in. He had that big 3-run double his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike one. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And after that head-scratcher, everybody's going to be safe.
now batting,
Russell Margowski gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And the pitch bounces off his glove, and that could be a run. And it is a run. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Napoli's there, and the runner will be tagged out at the plate, so a costly decision there. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Rubber Ducks lead it 6-0. Francisco Lindor will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Jason Kipnis will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him.
You know, some of Jason Kipnis' teammates affectionately call him Dirtbag because he has a habit of giving his body up and getting his uniform dirty on every play. And you got to love a guy like that.
And there to take it in is Guillen for route number 1. Now in the box, Carlos Santana. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
He's set. Here it comes. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Grounded back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We played 4 full. The Rubber Ducks lead this one 6-0.
Leading off for Akron, shortstop
Brian Rienzi is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. If he keeps throwing the way he is, he can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
Carlos Guillen stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Davis on the run, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
David Iwamura steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Gotta say, it's amazing to me that they've decided to leave this guy out there after the pounding that he's taken so far.
I think the fans have to be saying, what do we got to do to get a reliever in here? Enough of this already.
Grounded up the first baseline. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
Boy, at the very least, if you're going to go down swinging.
That's a tough way to make a second out when you've got a runner in scoring position.
Oliver Bordick will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Michael Maine is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Line drive to center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. Craig Crenshaw will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Rubber Ducks lead it 7-0. Yan Gomes comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Guillen giving chase, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Jose Ramirez is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Guillen will get there as he takes care of this one for a long out, number 1. Mike Napoli stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And now with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Crenshaw ranging back at the track. He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring.
Or maybe a little unlucky there. I thought the way he hit it, this might bring home their first run of the ball game, but you see this ball take a big bounce and hop right over the wall out there. So that'll force that runner from first to hold on at third base.
Here's the third baseman, Juan Uribe, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and Sean White makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know the adrenaline can get to you sometimes, but when you start overthrowing your fastball like that, that's a bit of a red flag.
Kluber's ready. Here he comes on 2-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, it's not going to comfort him any, but it's fair to say he's not the first guy to strike out 3 times against that guy out there on the hill.
He's just the latest in a long line of guys that have worn the hat against that man.
Stepping in now, Darrell Jennings. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And another good hitter's count to work with here. They've been able to sit back and just really tee off on him.
3-0 now.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit softly to third. In there, a base hit.
Now batting, shortstop, Brian.
Well, I hope this guy's not on your fantasy team, because look at those numbers. He's been dreadful.
And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
You've got a guy up there who can't hit a lick. I just don't know why you're not coming right after him with fastballs.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now batting.
Ready now, Carlos Guillen. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. Bases are loaded here, one man out. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, we've talked about it already, but this has just been an absolutely dominating performance out there. That's 14 strikeouts.
In now, David Iwamura, as he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike one. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Abraham Almonte will stand in to get things going for the Indians in their half of the sixth.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Jennings is there, and these fans won't like that as it's a one-pitch out to begin the home half of the sixth. Rajay Davis comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Francisco Lindor will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give him fits out there. Oliver Bordick is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. That man right there opting to stay with his starter as we start the 7th inning.
And with his pitch count where it is right now, it wouldn't surprise me if they call it an afternoon after this inning.
And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Kipnis is there. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
It seems like those are the kinds of breaks they've been getting all afternoon.
Here's another ball that should be handled easily, but it's in such a spot that they can't get an out on the play.
Into the box now, Michael Maine, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. And that's taken for a called strike 2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
And there to take this is Napoli for the first out.
The batter,
Craig Crenshaw is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
He's set and the 3-0 offering. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Yeah, he did have the base open there, so that's not the worst thing in the world. But at the same time, the way he's been pitching, I don't think I'd be working around too many hitters, especially in the bottom half of the lineup.
First offering on its way. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. Line to the right side, but this is speared by the first baseman. Darrell Jennings gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7. 2 down, runners at first and second. Skied into straightaway right. Ramirez is there, and that ends the inning.
ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Jason Kipnis steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at-bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
White is up with it, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The catcher, number 41, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Jennings has a beat on it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Cody Allen will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Cody Allen.
High in the air out to center field. Jennings over to his left, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Indians go down 1. Cody Allen will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Allen.
Russell Margowski is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Rips this one to first. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Brian Rienzi steps in. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. That evens it up. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a third strikeout of the game. You know, luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
Carlos Guillen is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Swing and a liner. Foul. Allen has the target. Here's the 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Rubber Ducks lead this one 7-0. Jose Ramirez will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Napoli.
Out in front of it, strike one. And Napoli can't connect there as that's by him for strike two.
He's feeling it now. I mean, this is turning into a clinic out there.
Line towards center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Juan Uribe will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. Stepping in, David Iwamura. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. They'll ride the hot hand on the mound as this man will stay out there after the 1-2-3 inning last time around.
And the more important set of numbers is that he got that 1, 2, 3 against the guys hitting in the middle of the lineup, 3, 4, and 5. So now as a reward, he'll get to match up with the bottom portion of the lineup here.
Hot shot to third. Almonte fields it cleanly. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
Well, if you're looking for a reason why this club is losing, 3 errors so far in the game. You know, the fundamentals, they're just nowhere to be found right now.
Oliver Bordick steps into the box. Allen sets. Here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Called strike 0-2.
Yeah, that's a different pitch here, but also on the outside corner. Also taken for a strike. So he's got him in a quick 0-2 hole now.
And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his third strikeout of the ball game.
Well, looked like he got away with one. That is a pretty flat curveball right here. Not a whole lot of break, as you can see on Swing Track, but got him to swing early, so it did its job.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And after that head scratcher, everybody's going to be safe.
Not much more to say here. I mean, this has just been an awful performance from these guys, top to bottom. They can't hit the ball, they can't catch the ball, and they can't throw the ball. Nothing has gone right.
And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Well, that's all he's hoping to do right here. Just get that thing airborne and get that first run of the game home. He does his job, picks up the RBI.
Sean White is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
Boy, I'll tell you what, after seeing 2 errors in the inning, as a pitcher, you pretty much have to go into strikeout mode.
Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone, 2-2.
And after 3 strikeouts already, you can bet he's going to be pressing up there at the plate, trying to make something happen. And that just might make things worse.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. Ramirez is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So 1 run here, scored without the benefit of a hit. 2 costly errors, and a runner left. Abraham Almonte will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Tap fouled at home plate. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Rajay Davis will step in. A ground out victim as last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
And he's able to get back in there at first safely.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors, because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Now he starts to chase a pitch outside, and he can't pull the bat back in time. It's strike 1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Throw on to first, and now the Indians are down to their final out. And they will put the tag on him. They got him, and with that, the ball game is over. Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Rubber Ducks are victorious here, 8-0. So long from Chicago.
Here now our final line scores. First for the victorious Rubber Ducks, 8 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. For Cleveland, no runs, 7 hits, 4 errors. They left 7 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 4 minutes. A reminder that extra CTA Red Line trains will be available at the Sox 35th Street station, and that Pace Go-Go Sox Express buses are available outside of U.S. Cellular Field.
Afternoon baseball now from McCovey Cove and AT&T Park here in San Francisco. Today it's a minor league matchup across two different levels between the Toledo Mud Hens and the Akron Rubber Ducks. Richard Aiken, a right-hander from the state of Iowa, gets the starting assignment. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he does have a curveball. It's one of those sweeping curveball that just kind of sweeps across the plate, kind of like a slow slider.
Steve Casto makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Shortstop, Steve Casto. Fans, looking forward to seeing your newly named Akron Rubber Ducks in action this season? It's easy to do. Just scrub-a-dub over to any ticket window here at the ballpark or find us online at MILB.com.
And the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one, and we're underway from San Francisco. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard to open up the ballgame. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Here's where trying to do too much, come back and haunt you. This was just going to be a simple single, but look, here comes a throwing error, and that allows him to move into scoring position.
Standing in now, Richie Moreno, as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Certainly plenty of break to this thing, but clearly a little too much as this sweeps all the way in and gets him.
Stepping in now, Alfred Broussard. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. First and second here with nobody out. 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
And a swing and a miss. As that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Has to be thinking strikeout here. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Whether this is intentional or not, you're not going to be long for this game if you hit back-to-back guys. Umpires, they tend to have a quick hook after that.
In now, Steven Moya. as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
You cannot let this situation get any worse. You got to be thinking strikeout or ground ball. Even if you allow one run to score in this inning, that would be a major victory.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
And you know, he might wind up being just a little disappointed there with the bases loaded and nobody out. But the sacrifice fly does get at least 1 run home, as that run will score from third base.
Into the box, Tyler Collins. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Now here's a spot with a...
And no shot to knock this one down, and that's going to score the run from third. Martin Hamby stands in with another first-inning RBI opportunity in store. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Crenshaw is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What's going to be the key for him today, Steve?
Well, I think they have to understand where they're playing. This is a great pitcher's ballpark, so you're not going to go out there trying to hit the light towers with everything you swing at. Make solid contact, move the line, and play a little bit more small ball.
Ernest Rivas steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he falls behind 0-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Guillen is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Mudheads are on top, 2-0. Shane Green, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, remember, he's got 5 pitches to work with, so that really makes it difficult for the hitter. He can change speeds, ball moving in and out. Not a lot of fun for the hitters.
Sean White comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Rubber Ducks, second baseman, Sean White.
Swinging a soft liner, and this will be put away easily for the out. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Steve, how do they send these fans home happy here today?
Oh, you got to chip away. You're down by 2 after the top of the first, and that doesn't guarantee they're not going to score more runs as this game goes along, but find a way to get yourself back in this game.
Into the box now, Darryl Jennings. He'll get to take his first cuts here. It's sharply toward third, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Oh, that's just a nice play out there in the corner. You know, with most guys, this is a sure double, but he might even have hit this ball a little too hard because they can get it back into the infield quickly, and that's going to hold him to just a single.
Into the box now, Russell Margowski, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Runners off for second. And with that, let's get a look at the Mud Hens on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this defense really revolves around the catcher. Very good back there, blocks a lot of the balls, guides that pitching staff. Really the most important guy on this defense.
Brian Rienzi set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. The tag, and he is safe on a very close play at the bag. And he knew he was in trouble there as they just tag him out between second and third, and the inning is over. Brian Holiday makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, this second inning's not starting out any better than the first.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Changeup, and that fades down and away. 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. With a moment now, let's get a quick look at the Akron defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, out in that corner outfield spot, a very reliable left fielder. Not somebody that's going to make the great plays, but every routine ball, it's as good as gold.
Steve Casto comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1.
You can bet he's a little rattled still from that first inning. He gave up a lot of solid contact that first time through the lineup.
Runner goes for second. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And Guillen will handle this one for route number 2. Richie Moreno steps up to the plate looking for a little revenge after getting hit with a pitch his first time up.
Got him right in the back. Doesn't feel good, never does, but I can think of a lot worse places to get dosed.
Tap foul at home plate. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Leading off the inning, Brian Rienzi, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way.
Brian Rienzi.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Britt Wheatley will come on as a pinch hitter.
Number 18, Britt Wheatley.
Hit hard to short. Casto scoops it up. Throw on to first and out to the other, one away. Into the box, Carlos Guillen, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Rivas is up with it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting 6.
David Iwamura gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. 0-1 count and the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Broussard giving chase, and that retires the side. Back now in San Francisco with our presentation of Major League Baseball on the show. Thanks for joining us. Britt Wheatley will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Number 18.
Into the windup and the pitch. Alfred Broussard will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Got him.
And here's that sequence once again right here on Show Track. Now, normally this is a guy that you might want to nibble with, but he was all business here in this at-bat. Each one of these pitches finds the strike zone, and they're able to set him down quickly to lead off the inning.
Stepping in now, Steven Moya. As he'll take a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, and it goes right past him out there at short. Tyler Collins stands in following an RBI single his first time through. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. That evens it up, 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 1-2, here it comes. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. Martin Hamby comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. High in the air out to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game. Settling in now, Ernest Rivas, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, curveball, then change up here on the first couple pitches. Now might be the time to see him run that fastball in on his hands. Maybe try and get this guy to pop something up.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And another foul ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just...
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Leading off the inning, Oliver Bordick, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Grounded to the right, backhanded. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. And a tag, and he is out easily. Michael Maine steps in now.
Michael Maine.
Here's the first pitch to him. Liner towards second. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Batting ninth, left fielder, Craig
Crenshaw stands in for the first time. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Good curveball that time in the low 80s. 0-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Looped out towards short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Christopher Foss is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Seems like there have been quite a few of these easy takes here in these first few innings.
Actually, a lot of easy takes. He's making it much too simple for these guys to get into good hitters counts.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Hit to first. Margowski is there. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
Shortstop, Steve.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. And after that head scratcher, everybody's going to be safe.
I know you got a good defensive catcher. You'd like to keep him involved, maybe play a little catch, but why are you throwing the ball to him?
Richie Moreno stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Jennings on the move. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away. Stepping in, Alfred Broussard. They'll swing it from the left side right here. Lays off 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Pulled toward right center field. Guillen waits on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game. Stephen Moya digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as this lead swells to 7-0. And he drops it. 3 runs already home here. breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Bordick has got it, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. The Mud Hens lead it 7-0. Sean White will lead things off here with his guys down 7 in the early going. Steve Lyons, how do you come back from a deficit like that?
Well, I think slowly. I mean, yeah, ideally a 10-run inning would be great, but you've got time on your side. You don't need to try to get it all back at once. Just peck away. A couple runs here, a couple runs there. Get yourself into slam range. That's 4 runs down.
Collins racing back at the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Darryl Jennings is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
Darryl Jennings.
First delivery to him on the way. Into the seats, 0-1. No runs, 3 hits, and 5 errors in the game.